Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Finding the intercepts of a circle. Okay, this one was a little bit harder for me to figure out. So basically, I don't know why my brain couldn't wrap around it, but I ended up figuring it out when I looked in the textbook and it explained it in a way that really just helped me. So basically, to find the x-intercepts, you let y equal 0. So basically, you just want to take the equation and fill all the y values in as 0. And that's how you get the x-intercepts, right? So to find any y-intercepts, you basically do the opposite. So you let all x values in the equation equal 0, and then you solve it, and then you will get the x value. So as you can see in the upper equation, what they did is they needed to find the x-intercept. So basically, they substituted 0 for y, and then they simplified it down, took the square root of each side, and added 4 to each side just to balance it out and get that 4 to the opposite end where it needed to be. So you would have the x value to put in. And then the pretty much the same thing goes for the y-intercept, same kind of like vibe, same kind of standard, is you just put all the x values in as 0, and then you simplify it down, take the square root of each side because of the squared, and add 2 to each side. So basically, this is just simple algebra and solving equations. So yes. Sorry, my computer is not weird. Okay. Sorry, it's skipping ahead. Okay, so sorry for that. Moving on to section 2. So basically, now we are going to go into the whole parabolas thing. Parabolas, part of the project, and just get that vibe. So basically, yes. So let's just start off. Some people might be stupid. What is a parabola? A parabola is a symmetrical open plane curve formed by the intersection of a cone with a plane parallel to its side. The path of the projectile under the influence of gravity ideally follows a curve of the shape. Okay, so that is the most complicated definition I've ever heard in my entire life. So let me put this into more simple terms for you watching this. So a parabola is the set of all points x, y in a plane that are equidistant from a fixed line or the directrix. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it honestly doesn't even matter. And a fixed point, the focus, which is not on the line. The midpoint between the focus and the directrix is the vertex, and the line passing through the focus and the vertex is the axis of parabola. So basically, as you can see in this image, you can see the whole parabola, which is the general blue line thing, and the axis of symmetry, which I did not discuss in the text, but it is the line that splits it into two at like an equal point. So it basically hits the vertex. And then you have the focus, which is a little bit more complex and I will get into later, as well as the directrix, which is at the bottom.